Good afternoon and welcome to the 28storms.com Cyclone update on this New Year's Eve, the last day of 2011. All is quiet across the South Pacific. As we turn to the latest Joint Typhoon Warning Center product, there are no organized tropical disturbances. You may notice that there is this convective activity over the Coral Sea. That is the remnants of Cyclone Grant, but conditions are luckily not favorable for any development or redevelopment, and all we really anticipate is some added shower activity for New Caledonia and the Solomon Islands. Pushing more toward the west, we still see above average cyclone activity over the Indian Ocean. The good news is that Cyclone Thane, after having struck southern India, has dissipated and no redevelopment is expected there. And as we work our way into the southern hemisphere, Tropical Cyclone 4S is continuing to intensify, but all dynamical model guidance is showing the system pushing more toward the south and away from the Mauritius Islands, and the same can be said for this developing tropical low to the northeast of Madagascar. The following is the latest JTWC forecast track for Tropical Cyclone 4S, and the forecast continues to take the cyclone more toward the southwest and away from Diego Garcia, but more interestingly, it's also showing more in the way of intensification, up to a maximum intensity of 115 knots in fact, which is easily major hurricane status. 4S is already becoming a very impressive cyclone, as we can see on the latest visible satellite imagery. And here is the latest microwave satellite pass, and you can easily make out that developing eye-like feature. Furthermore, the latest animation from the University of Wisconsin shows a strengthening eye wall, and the visible satellite animation confirms that the eye is becoming less cloud-filled with time, which is an indication that further strengthening is ongoing, and the latest enhanced infrared also shows that eye becoming more apparent hour by hour. As we turn to the Indian Ocean satellite, it looks as though conditions are more favorable for intensification over the next 48 hours, but as we look off toward the southwest near the Mozambique Channel, we do see a rather robust trough beginning to enter the frame, and this trough should not only protect the Mauritius Islands from the storm moving more toward the southwest, but it should also induce more weakening after the vertical wind shear begins to increase out ahead of the storm's path. The latest run from the 0Z ECMWF also shows this scenario fairly well. As we go into the next 1 to 2 days, the storm will be making a peak intensity within 48 hours, but then as we go into day 3 and day 4, there are obvious signs of weakening and also a turn more toward the south away from any land masses, and the more pressing concern could actually begin to develop in the Mozambique Channel, at least based on this model solution. As we go into day 9 and day 10, the European is hinting at the possibility of cyclone development in this area. Such would be a very extended forecast and subject to significant change, but it is also interesting to note that the long-range GFS run is also alluding to the possibility of development in the Mozambique Channel. So we will closely keep an eye on Tropical Cyclone 4S as it continues to strengthen over the southern Indian Ocean, but as of right now it does not look as though this storm will be directly impacting any land masses, and we'll also keep a close watch on future model runs in the event that they continue to show tropical development close to Madagascar. So thanks again, and check back soon at 28storms.com/cyclone for more video updates.